Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Ready to roll?
Mm-hmm.
All right, sounds good. Okay, today um, we are going to be going over a two-part video on the Beatles, the legendary Beatles, She Loves You. And I just want to take a moment to say that these two videos are in honor of music legends, uh, deceased music legends John Lennon and George Harrison. Uh, they're very much missed. May they rest in peace. And this is to honor their memory. Um, Obviously, I'm a big Beatles fan, and great people, nice men who died too young and contributed a lot of positive things both to the world on the humanitarian level and to music as well, and they were nice guys. And just so you know, I actually do a pretty mean John Lennon impersonation, which you can find on the YouTube channel Pastor Sam. It's under the title, Best John Lennon Impersonation You'll Ever Hear. Why? Because it is. I worked very hard on it. So today we're going to be going into the Beatles' She Loves You, which, by the way, of all the 45 singles that they sold, the Beatles' She Loves You is the bestseller of all their singles by a long shot. It's the most popular song they ever recorded. Okay, it is in standard tuning, from top to bottom. Uh, Low E, well, you know all the strings. Low E, A, D, G, B, E, 88, Dynamite, Goodbye, Eddie. I got some better strings. These strings that I'm using here are 80 to 20 copper. Okay? Okay, so we start off, a lot of this is chords, just about all of it's chords. The very first, the opening stanza, She Loves You, yeah, 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 begins in E minor. Begins in E minor, which is a 4, a middle finger, and the ring finger on the 2nd fret of the A and the D string. So it just goes. And you're really going to try to hit that 4 times. Okay, then once you get through that, you immediately come down, you move your middle finger down 1 and your ring finger down 2 to the same fret of the D and now the B string. This is what we call A7. Okay? It's called A7. So we go. Got that? The next thing that we do to complete this out is leave your middle finger right there on the D where it is, and then bring your forefinger curled up right onto the 1st fret of the B string, because we are completing a C major here. Move your ring finger and lift up on your hand your ring finger to the 3rd fret of the A string, C major. Got that? And then to complete the first part, it's all just 4 strokes on each one. You jump up with your middle and your forefinger to make a G6, which is middle finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, ring forefinger and your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the low E string. So all together, it goes like this. That's the very beginning of it. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves with a love like that, you know you can. You know you should be glad. Okay, so from there, immediately what you do is you bring down and then you play through that once. This next part you play through twice. So without moving from the G6, you move to the G. You bring your ring finger, which was up here, you bring it down to the B string on the 3rd fret. Okay, and then you strum. I think it's 6 times. I'm not quite sure. You'd have to listen to this song, but it goes like this. Okay, and you move immediately back to E minor, except with the current configuration of your fingers, the easiest way to do it, rather than going back to the way you had it before, just simply bring your middle finger over to the other fret, the other string, leaving your forefinger there, and you go. Okay, then we go into another chord. It's called A minor 7, which is simply moving the middle finger from the D string down to the G string, and then putting your ring finger on the second fret of the high E string. This is called A minor 7. Got that? Okay? And then lastly, to complete this particular part of the song, we flip everything down to the D, which is middle finger on the high E string, 4 on the G string of second fret, and then we put the ring finger on the third fret of the B string. And this completes the first part. This is D. So to go back through it, it's G, E minor, A minor 7, and then D. You know how pretty that is? I love the way D sounds. Okay, now, moving to the third part of the song, we go to back to G6. You think you've lost your love. That's like, I have a very good John Lennon impersonation. So if you don't believe it, try this on for size, right? Okay, so you go back to G6, right? And then back to E minor. Okay? And then on the record, Lennon and Harrison are actually playing the C minor chord. But just to make it a little bit easier, and it's totally okay to do tone-wise, we go back to the C major. Rather than playing C minor, you can play C major, and it really doesn't make much of a difference. Now this is where things get a little sticky, is when we go to what they call the C minor 6. The very next thing that we play, after you get done with C major, you go to C minor 6. And what that constitutes is pulling both of these fingers up, and you bring your forefinger to the second fret of the G, and bring in your middle finger up to the third fret of the A. And then, as I was telling Rich this yesterday, we were talking about this yesterday, remember Rich? Mm-hmm. Yep. It's just very hard to do because of the angle of the first two. We got a low and a high. So we bring in the ring finger. This finger has to be perfectly placed on the third fret of the high E string, just so. And then we got to bring this awkward pinky in here to play the B. Now I was telling Rich this yesterday. Say hi, Rich.
Hi.
Okay, Rich is a Vietnam vet. So they say thank you for his service. He said you're welcome. Okay, what you got to know with playing chords is, and I was listening to Paul McCartney play here, there, and everywhere on the acoustic guitar, right? And the thing is that he plays so well because he played for so long. But in order to play a chord, you've got to be holding down all the strings correctly. So if you want to be able to play a chord correctly, you've got to go through and play each string separately to make sure you're pressing it down firmly enough. And the number one problem people have is the weakness in the pinky. So you have to test the pinky string to make sure that you pressed it down accurately. With all this muscle being spread out over these three fingers, it's hard. You got to really concentrate to get the pinky string down, which is the B in this case. So what we're going to do is going to go through here and pluck the A. We got that down, okay? And then we're going to pluck the G. G's down. Then we're going to pluck the B, which is a pinky string. See? See? The pinky string isn't quite down right. You got to hit that a few times. Make sure, test that, hold that in place for 3 or 4 minutes. Every time you play, practice, make sure that that pinky string, you're developing the strength in it. You're developing the strength in it. Only 5 minutes, huh? and then the ring string. So once you got that, you can play it. And then from there, you're going to flip through all this and you're going to go right back to D. Okay, now to finish this video, and we'll be squared away on time, because I have 5 minutes. The first time through the Beatles song, She Loves You, they don't do the whoo, they save that for the second stanza. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is teach you how they play it on that second stanza. When they go right before that whoo, they don't do that on the first stanza. They wait till the second stanza. But this is very important to know. The dun 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 at the end of it comes right after you play A minor 7, right before you go to C major. You have your E minor, and then you put your pinky finger on the 3rd fret of high E, and it sounds like this. Dun, dun, dun. It's the pinky finger first, followed by the ring finger on the 2nd fret, and then open high E. So the way you play that is, she loves you, and you know that can't be bad. She loves you, and you know you should be glad. Like that. 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open. Again, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open. That's how you play that on acoustic guitar. And so without any further delay, I think this would be a great place to stop this video and to go on to the second part.